Hello. Today we're going to be talking about finding percents mentally. So not using calculators, not using bar models, but we're going to try to do it just mentally. So the first thing we're going to talk about is finding 10%. And we have been doing this with the bar models. That simply means we're going to take whatever our number is and we're going to divide it by 10. Well, when you divide by 10, you simply move the decimal point one place to the left. So 10% of 30, now one of our invisible math things is that there's a decimal point right there that we don't typically have. And I'm going to write the 30 down here so you can see it even a little better. We don't typically write the decimal point. We know it's there. We could use it if we needed to have some numbers after it, but we don't need to. Now when I multiply by 10% or find 10% of it, I'm going to move it one place to the left. So 10% of 30 is 3. Same thing here. I can think of this as I'm taking the decimal point and moving it one place to give me 10% of 270 is 27. We've also been thinking about it as dividing it by 10, which means the zeros go away, and we also get 27. Go ahead and pause for right now and try the last one. So that last one, 10% of 53, is going to become, and since it's money, the money sign goes out in front, $5.30. Please make sure you're putting that zero on the end and that the dollar sign goes in front. Now when I'm trying to find 20%, all I'm doing is finding 10% just like I did from up above, and then I'm multiplying by 2. So 20. Decimal points right there. I'm going to move it over, so 10% of it is 2. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to multiply that by 2. So 10% equals 2. And I'm going to multiply by 2 and get that 4 is 20% of 20. 20% of 320. Going to move that decimal point over for 32, multiply it by 2, and I get 64. So 64 is 20% of 320. Go ahead and pause and try that last one there. And so 20%, I get 960. When I multiply that times 2, I get $19.20. We've been finding 5% with our bar models as well. And we find 10% just like we know. We divide by 10, or we're moving that decimal point over to the left once. And then we're going to divide by 2. So 5%, I'm going to do 10, find 10% of it, and then I'm going to divide by 2, which gives me a half in this case. 5% of 140, finding 10%, dividing by 2, gives me 7. Go ahead and pause and try that last one. Alrighty. So $22 rather, 10% of that was $2.20. Divide that by 2 and I get $1.10. Now my last one is 15%. So I'm going to find 10%, I'm going to find 5%, and I'm going to add those two together. So 10% is 1. Divide that by 2. And then I'm going to add these together for 1.5 is 15% of 10. With 140, 14 is 10%. Half of that is 5%. So 21 equals 15%. Pause and try that last one there and see how you do. So 2.2 equals 10%. Half of that is 1.1. That's my 5%. So when I add those together, that is my 15%, $3.30. Now for the you try, go ahead and pause it and try those out and then start it back up and check out your answers. So you can go ahead and check your answers there and see if they match up. Let me know if you have any questions or if you disagree. But take that time and check your answers. You can always pause on this page to do that. So then at the bottom here, we just have some real simple ones. 50% means half of it. So whatever my number is, I'm just going to divide it by 2. 1/4 means I'm dividing it by 4. That's my 25%. 30% means find 10% multiplied by 3. 40, find 10% multiplied by 4. These are things that we've kind of been doing with our bar charts. We've just been counting by that and then finding it on our bar chart. So these are just little kind of quick fixes. Mentioned down here 11%, finding 1% and then adding it on there. And we haven't talked about 1%. So let's take a look at a number like 45. 10% of 45 equals 4.5. If I want to find 1%, I'm going to take that decimal and move it one more time. And that is how I find 1%. So go ahead and pause and do the you tries over there and see how you do. Just turned it back on here so that you can kind of watch as I finish up. So once again, check those out and see if you agree, and hopefully you have found mental math easy and you'll be able to use this out and about.